wants to throw. It's Henderson. Got it set up on the outside. At the 35, he's open. There he goes. Touchdown, West Virginia. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
What a way to start this game offensively. You find the matchup you like, you put it in his hands, and he does the rest. The defense looks like they were sleepwalking out there to start this game. One play, they go the distance to score a touchdown. This defense better wake up.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Coming out with it, it's Brinson. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The run from the shotgun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Mustangs in the hurry-up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spot.
Gonna let it fly. Makes the catch on the left. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Now improvising. Gonna try to get it himself. Smashes ahead. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. The Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Dropping back, it's Jennings. Steps away. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, SMU! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
Looking for the two-point try. He wants to throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They just cut into this deficit, and now they're trying to get the ball back early with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at them. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield is Henderson. Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep ones.
Just couldn't quite hook up on that last pass play. Now it's third down. Now the play fake. He rifles one deep down the middle. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. They needed a bunch on 4th down, and boy, did they get it.
And I get aggressiveness. We get aggressiveness. We want to be aggressive, take shots down the field. First half, they felt like 4th and long. No big deal, and they get it. I imagine we'll get a few more of those.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got him downfield. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Jennings. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it inside the 25. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. Running back searching for a hole.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
And the Mustangs headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, a check down will be the last resort. The short hands, it's Harden. He is stopped well short of the first down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on 4th. They want to throw it. Unloads to the right. Big guy smells it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Mustangs are on the move. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
I think a really big key in the RPO game is having really good rhythm and timing. Offense didn't have it there, and that's why it falls incomplete.
Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. They'll move the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Touchdown, Mustangs! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. After the touchdown, if they could get this 2, we'll have a tie ball game. Gets the back moving. To the air, it's Jennings. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's White. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. That's a great way to set the tone. You get the lead, and you get a nice bounce.
And you know, Reese, you're getting the breaks early. Offense got the break, the tip right there, but those breaks tend to even out throughout a game. But so far, this offense has executed well, and they have the lead.
Throwing right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he heard them.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Sends it back in motion. Throws it back. Caught near the sticks. It's White. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. To the air, it's Henderson. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Fights off the defender. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
They'll run play action. Fires to the right. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Bring in the heat. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
And this offense choose to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Forced out of the pocket. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. So after the huge chunk play, they've got it first and goal from the 10. He'll keep it himself. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. And the Mustangs moving quickly to the line. It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, SMU. A a methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's White. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, and that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. The offense changing the play. Back to pass, it's Henderson. Unloads it downfield. Grabs it inside the 15. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the snap, it's White. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Powers through. Touchdown Mountaineers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
He's got it for the 2-point conversion. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
So now it's 2nd and long. Got it behind the line. It's Renson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Scanning the field, it's Jennings. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The Mustangs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Caught in the backfield, it's Brinson.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Fires toward the end zone. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Third down coming in the Morgantown faithful, making it tough on this big play. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Yeah, and I think third and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a fourth down situation.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. Right back to the well. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job.
Looking for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. They forged ahead just a bit, not a lot working with the Wildcat there. They'll immediately call timeout.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Showing the arm strength to the left. He's got it along the sideline. Touchdown, West Virginia. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the 2-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead, that gives them tremendous confidence heading in at halftime.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. The Mountaineers will kick it away to start the second half. Here's the return from inside the 25. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Unloads to the right. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's Henderson. Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Harden. Bringing it back. Touchdown Mustangs. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. He's inside the 40. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad...
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And the Mustangs want to pick up the tempo.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
Nice job by the quarterback, evading the rush, getting outside the pocket, and then not turning the football over. It's so hard not to try to force the football down the field. Good job. Incompletion, next play.
Off the play fake. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. They'll have to do a better job of protection this time after that third down sack set them back, but they'll go for it here. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Looking to the big tight end. Working the big fella to the corner.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play. They just couldn't get it done.
The Mustangs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here's a heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Fires to the end zone. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They're ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Dropping back, it's Henderson. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Man, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Fires to the wideout. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Going over the top. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
A strike downfield. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air on second down. He's going for the big play. Makes the grab. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal. These 2 quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Looking for the score. Touchdown, SMU. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space on the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the fourth quarter.
Curious call here as they line up for an onside kick with the lead in a 1-possession game in the fourth. Don't think that one made it 10 yards before they got the eager paws on top of it, and the flags will fly. Looking for a man, it's Henderson. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Mountaineers! They move on top here in the fourth.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You can tell he broke with the football, he caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the fourth. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Brinson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Wants to throw on first down. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up. Floating away. Trying to get rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to...
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Not really a huge decision there. You don't want to give up the football at this juncture of the game. And the quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Mustangs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Scrambling away. He's turning it loose into the middle. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Oh, maybe a double pass. Under fire. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, the defense knows that they're going to have to go horizontal sideline to stop this offense. Nice job rallying to the running back who catches that swing pass out on the perimeter.
Motion from the back. Off play action. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's looking deep. Snatches it on the right. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And that is big time late in the game that you can trust your quarterback to still throw the football because you know it's only a few more first downs, and this one's over. Nice to have a guy like that you can trust.
And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots, and a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate. And late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
They were really starting to put a drive together. But after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. The play action fake. He lets it fly. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
What a momentum-changing play. Just when they needed to get the takeaway, he steps up with a massive interception, now gives his team a chance to regain the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Moving out of the pocket. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Knocked down behind the line for the second straight play, bringing up a 3rd and long. The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
I call the favorite kids.
They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on 1st down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Gonna sling it on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Vaughn. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
QB now has over 400 yards passing, guys, and you got to give everybody else in his supporting cast a ton of credit. Receivers, great job running routes, catching the football, and this offensive line has been outstanding, giving him time to throw.
Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
Trying play action. Finds a tight end. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Henderson. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail meat and coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. He'll bring it out. It's Brinson. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Here's a throw downfield late. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. They'll make the stop on the return at the 38-yard line as this defense records an interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He's going for a big play downfield. He